So yesterday I made a video on the topic of Tommy creating a powerful female team of Liliana, Claudia Flynn and Dr. Williams when all the clues were pointing in the direction of him working with Vic and the CBI. But Tommy found the ultimate balance with the team that he has around him, where he's got control. He's got a scientist who's the brains and the cook behind Dahlia. He's also got someone he knows from his past, who's proved nothing but loyal and who's also multi-talented. And then he's got someone who's savage in the streets as she is in the boardroom. So Tommy's definitely got a good mix, and as he's building his organization, I mentioned that he's gonna attract the attention of a lot of people, beef, gang wars, law enforcement, and as this exclusive clip shows us, he's also gonna catch the attention of Walter Flynn. And it seems like over time, Walter seems to have warmed to Tommy compared to before. Now, Tommy pitched an idea to Walter Flynn before in episode 3, when he wanted the CBI and the Flynns to put aside their beef for the greater good. Because as Tommy began to understand who controls Chicago, he realized that the Flynns and the CBI are two of the biggest players that control different parts of Chicago. And if they were able to come together, then there is definitely a lot of money to be made. But Walter Flynn showed us then, and has continued to show us, that he's stubborn and he'll never change his ways. But all of a sudden, it seems like he's warming to Tommy. But why now and not before? What's changed all of a sudden? Now, apart from profits being down and Walter Flynn's drug business taking a hit, because Tommy's drug Dahlia would be making some noise, Walter Flynn knows that he picked a fight with Merkovich and the Serbs, knowing that they don't have the manpower or strong enough to deal with them. They may have been strong enough in the past, but Uncle Paulie made it clear that they're not strong as they used to be. And as much as Walter Flynn wants to call himself the devil, Merkovich and the Serbs will be out for revenge. Regardless of whether he's the devil, they're gonna want blood, and it definitely will be an eye for an eye. And who better to have on your team than the Grim Reaper himself? Because he's fearless, he knows the game and he knows the streets, and he's also attacked the Serbs on a few occasions. So maybe Walter Flynn is thinking he can help him do it again. Because Walter Flynn says, Vic being good in the streets doesn't keep you alive, that's what you do. So he's aware of Tommy's skills, and that's why he's got a proposition for him. He wants Tommy to come and join the Flynn Family Organisation. But Tommy's his own boss. If he wanted to go and work for someone else, he would have just carried on driving in episode 1 and made his way to California. But Tommy is done playing second fiddle to Ghost, Rodolfo, or anyone else that comes into his life. And that's because all he's ever wanted to do is run his own hustle, his way, which is what we had him telling Liliana in episode 7. So do I think he's gonna work for Walter Flynn? No chance, not after Tommy came this far on his own. So I really don't see Tommy accepting Walter Flynn's proposition, not on the terms that he's given in the exclusive clip anyway. Of course, things can change very quickly in the power world, and there may be a reason why Tommy does accept his offer in the end. And maybe expansion is one of the reasons why Tommy reconsiders. But something else we need to watch and keep in mind is, now we're seeing certain elements play out from Vic's character description. So let's have a look at Vic's character profile. Now he's the heir apparent to Chicago's largest crime family, a prince who leads with his heart as much as his face. Vic resents the fact that his father has mapped out his entire life for him, both in business and in love. Vic can roll with Chicago's wealthiest socialists just as easily he can get down with Chicago's heaviest dealers. But this is the part we need to focus on, which is what we're gonna see play out now, which is him realizing his father has taken a shine to Tommy. Vic will fight to regain control of his rightful position at any and all costs, looking to move his family business forward and bury old beefs. Vic's allegiances to his family is put to the test, and where he comes out will impact the entire city of Chicago's power structure. And just linking in something from Claudia's character description, at the end of hers, it tells us that she may save her family in the end. So as we get to the business end of the season, we're gonna see Vic showing his jealous side when it comes to Walter Flynn taking a liking to Tommy, and I really wouldn't be surprised if he tried to make a move which backfired, which is why we may see Claudia having to save her family. But how this all plays out with Tommy warning Vic that him and Gloria need to leave, only time will tell. But we all know Power manipulate all these trailers to completely throw us off, and episode 8 will have a lot of twists and turns, and possibly even a big death. Now it always is difficult to make death predictions going into the start of a new series, but I really do feel we are due one to spice things up. And with Janard mentioning that he dropped a rose for Elijah, and Vic doing the same for Simon, I really can't help but think someone could die from Tommy's side. And although I don't want it to be Liliana, I just can't help but have this bad feeling that it just may be, because they're either building her character up to be a mainstay, or her death is going to be that much more impactful, because she definitely has grown on all us Power fans. But drop all your thoughts down below on the exclusive clip, as well as any death predictions going into episode 8. And of course, I'm going to be back tomorrow bringing you my preview and predictions video, breaking down all the latest clips and any images that may have been released. So drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 4 Force and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.